Hello friends, I'm Satchiyo. Welcome to SATCHIYOGA. I'm going to be showing you a seated stretch that you can do after you've finished a job on your feet all day. So first things first, we're just going to take off our shoes. What? I can't see without my glasses. I'm going to be leaving my socks on because I know how some of you nasty people can be online. But ideally you just want to make yourself super comfortable after you've come home. So the first few stretches that we're going to do is just some feet stretches. So what you're going to do is just sit on your butt, place your hands behind your back. We're going to put our toes on the ground and we're just going to rock all of our toes on the ground. And what you're going to do is you can rock back and forth. And the further back you go, or the further your hips go to the ground, the deeper stretch you'll get on this part of the foot. So if you're just started out, I just recommend you just feel how you can stretch by going back and forth. And once you keep doing these stretches more, you can probably just sit back on the ground. Change to the other side, to your left. So this is just a nice gentle stretch. This was one of my favorite stretches that I used to do when I had a job in the service industry. Next, we're going to get our feet. You're going to flex them. You're going to swing them around and you're just going to place them underneath your butt. And this is just a nice stretch on the back side of our foot. So it's to counteract that. You don't really need to do anything else. You can kind of just sit here. If it's too much on your knees, you can place a pillow on your knees. You can also place a pillow here if it's also a bit too much on your hips. It's just whatever you find comfortable. Now I like to stretch out my feet because you've been working on them all day. Most people kind of neglect the smaller muscle groups. They typically focus on hamstrings. And gently come up by leaning forward and then just swinging your feet around. Our next stretch that we're going to do, you're just going to extend your feet. Have your knees still bent. You don't want to place them all the way on the ground. Just want to bend your knees. You're going to inhale and you're going to exhale, come forward so that your chest touches your thighs. So you can have your feet propped up high if you can't reach that. And you're just going to lay, hang heavy. You can do 3 deep breaths in your own timing. Exhale, come up. You can extend your feet just a little bit. You're just going to bend one leg and straighten the other. Bring your feet in to create a diamond shape. You can have it quite far out, and this is just going to activate the outer hips. You're just going to grab your ankles. You're going to inhale, straighten up your front body, and lean so your chest touches your feet. And you can go down as far as you like, but ideally you just want a gentle stretch. You're not trying to increase your flexibility. And especially when you've been working on your feet, you've been standing all day, you kind of just want to relax into the stretch. Do 3 breaths in your own timing here. Then you're just going to exhale, come back up. We're going to plant our hands behind our back again. And we're just going to do some 90s. So what you're going to do is have your feet flex, your ankles, the bottom of your heels are touching the ground. And you're just going to drop your knees to the right side. And the reason it's called 90s because ideally your legs should be making 90-degree angles. So you can shift it around and then you're just going to come up to the other side. You just do a few in your own timing. And once you've done enough, you can come back. So with these stretches, you've targeted your feet, you've targeted your hamstrings, and you've targeted your outer hips. We're just going to do one final one, which is just going to release some tension in our lower back. This is one of my favorite stretches to do. I wouldn't really call it a stretch, it's more of a movement. Lay down, make sure you can see me. You're just going to bring your legs and bring them closer into your body. Going to wrap your arms around your legs, and you're just going to make a circle with your knees. So your knees, let me do this position so you can see. Your knees are just going to make circles like this. And you should feel your lower back pressing into the ground. And the other way, starting off small, go wider. Our last stretch I've just moved so that you can see me, because you're going to be laying on the ground. You're just going to bend your right knee. You're going to shift your hips so that the side of your left hip is on the ground. You're just going to lower it all the way to see if your right knee can touch the ground. If it doesn't, you can also place a pillow underneath, making sure that both of your shoulders are still flat on the ground. You don't want to aim so that your knee is touching the ground and have your right shoulder raised. That's not getting a good stretch. You just want to let gravity do its thing here. You can just have your hands out like this. And you're going to look to the right. Do 3 breaths in your own timing. This is a nice lower back stretch. You're on your feet all day, so all of these are seated and lying down stretches. And it also targets your lower back, because that's where you're more stiff. Exhale and coming back up. And you're just going to switch to the other side. So again, the side of your right hip comes, making sure that you just let gravity do its thing and both of your shoulders remain on the ground. And just look over to your left. Breathe in your own timing. And exhale, come back up. And those are some stretches that you can do after you've been on your feet all day at your job. Thank you so much for watching.